right, hun buns. Today is day 30, which is the absolute positively last day of the um, She Heals Love Edition challenge. And day 30 says, what is the biggest lesson you learned or learning about love? And I think my biggest lesson, my biggest lesson that I have learned, and this has been in the past, I'm going to say past 5-6 years about love, it would be that you don't always, and I probably said this before, but you don't always get your way. And it's hard that if before that you always got your way and all of a sudden now you don't get your way. So I think you think that that's what love is. And love actually is compromising with your partner and knowing that all the time things not going to go your way and it's not going to happen right then. It may happen later. And I think that's what I have. Well, now I think I know that's what I have learned. Not only with love, but just, like I have my video about, what happens when you work outside of God's will. And that's one of them. When you work outside of his will. He won't give it to you. Probably when he was going to give it to you, it's going to take a lot longer. Or a little longer. It depends on how he feel like teaching you and giving you your lesson. So I think that's one of the biggest things I did learn about love. And this year I learned the most about love. Like, tell people that you love them, because you absolutely positively don't know when you may possibly lose them. 2 examples. My ex, he asked to talk to me and see me at that time, but due to the type of relationship that we had previously, our bond was too strong, so I knew that it could possibly go the wrong way in having that conversation. With him being in a relationship and me being in a relationship, I knew that's not what we needed at that time. But I do wish that I would have had it, because who would have known that he would have gotten killed. Also, babe, I need you to stay in your lane. Also, for my uncle recently passed away as well. And with his situation, it was, I work a lot, and I say that a lot. But even in working, you have to find time for family. Stupid ass. Bitch, you should have been over here. I hate people. Like, she not even turning off. Like, why did you get over? That's the road rage that comes out of Jesus. So, even with my uncle passing away, and it just happened just all of a sudden, like, not really all of a sudden. He was, sickly. Not really sickly, but, he did have an illness, but it wasn't to the point where we thought. But you never really know. I'm sorry, that's the way I'm driving, and I'm smart, I'm sorry. But, you never really know what will happen, or what can happen. But it was just like, I just started my new job and adjusted to that. Then that happened with my ex. And then my uncle passed. When I'm talking about, I probably wasn't even at the job for a month or 2. A situation happened with my time, and it was a lot going on, separation. It was a lot going on at that time, and it was just like, and sitting back and like having these months. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I need to get a better stand. That's what I need, a better stand. But just having reflections on, and just think about, how could I have done things differently? And I know they say you shouldn't live your life off of woulda, coulda, shoulda, but as people, that's our natural instinct to think, what if I would have, or you know, I should have. But I mean, that's life. So the only thing I do tell people all the time, and I'm not gonna get emotional, cause God damn it, how you wait till day 30 to try to get me to cry? But if you have someone that you love, tell them, because you don't know. And I'll end with saying, I'm happy that I did get an opportunity to make amends with my ex, because it was a lot that happened previously. We both, you know, apologized for things we both said that we really didn't mean. As well with my uncle. Me and my uncle, that was like that's like, look, I have my uncles, like, you just don't understand our family dynamic. We are our uncles, like, you know, when I hear about people who don't get along with their family members, it's just, to me, not really all of them, because, hey, trust me, I have family members who I don't get along with as well. But I'm talking about, like, my dad was the first man to love me. My uncles and my grandfathers were the second man to love me, and my uncles were close. My Uncle Randy, he gonna cuss you out. My Uncle Bobby, he gonna be there for you. He gonna be down like 4 flat tires. You know, well, he was, because he's deceased now. My Uncle Willie, he changed his life. You know, it was just, my whole family is a pure testimony. You go ahead, baby. Go ahead. My uncle, you know, Willie, that passed away, he was just a testimony in itself about how, you know, your life can start one way, but your life can totally end another way. And that was his testimony. And what I'm happy about is I had to work, you know. So I told Lord, I said, you know, go to Golden Corral. If anybody who knows me knows I do not like buffets. I said, go to Golden Corral, you know. He went with my family, and they sat down and they ate. He took the kids and they ate. And something, I was like, I really need to go see my uncle, but I had to work at Target. So I was like, I really need to go see my uncle. Well, I did go. I couldn't stay for long. I had to argue with the people in the front because, you know, let them know, look, sis, I'm not trying to eat up here. I swear to God. Like, I swear to God on everything I love, that I'm not trying to eat up in here. I'm not trying to eat up in here. So, you know, I'm like, I swear to God, I'm not trying to eat up in here. I just want to see my uncle. Excuse me, he's from Michigan. You know, I just need to spend that little time. I need to spend that little time. You know, I'm messing with her. I speak to the other lady, but I was going to speak to her. Okay. But, you know, my uncle, he knows, you know, and that was one of the first things that he actually said when that was one of the first things he said. He was like, pretty girl, that's what they call me, pretty girl, baby doll. It's a couple of names that they have for me. But he was like, pretty girl, you work too much, and you know. And he ended up telling Lord, like, yeah, she worked too much. You gotta let her work less, and so she can spend time with family. And I was like, I said, no, I like working like I work, you know. And he was like, yeah, but you gotta have time for your family. And I was like, I do, but you know, like, older people don't understand. Like, y'all hustled when y'all were younger. And now you are able to enjoy the retirement. So that's what I'm trying to be. I want to be able to have what I have like they do, you know, but you know, they don't understand that that's how their family was. So, you know, because I talked to my auntie Karen, and that's what she said. She was like, you know, he used to work and I used to work, and it was hard. Y'all, I'm being messy right quick. But he did tell me that, and he was like, I'm so happy to see you. And then what was so crazy about it is he actually he got upset because I was like, tell him to come see me. So he ended up coming over there, and we talked probably for like 10 minutes, but that was the last time I actually talked to him, because even for Father's Day, I did all of the pictures, like for every man in our life. We always have an annual Father's Day dinner. So I had it, and I mean, not I had it, but we, the women in the family, on my mother's side, we have the annual Father's Day, and my dad and my uncles, like all of them come. So we did one for my uncle Willie, he's deceased. My uncle Bobby, he's deceased. We did one for Uncle Edward, it's Larry, and Uncle James. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody, but yeah. Uncle Randy didn't have that many pictures because I feel like he got warrants or something like that, because he don't like taking pictures. But I know I went on a tyrant and went off subject a little bit, but at the end of the day, like I said, the whole thing is about love. So love on the people that you have in your life, because you never know when that person will be taken away from you, and you don't want to be left with worry or doubt. You know, that's just something you just don't want. Trust me, you do not want it. So thank you guys for going with me through this journey of, you know, the She Heals. I do have a new one coming up. I will post about that probably later on today or tonight. I'm not sure. But that's it. Thank you, Hun Buns. Please make sure that you do subscribe and follow me on all my social media. The only thing I don't have is a Facebook. I have Snapchat, I have Instagram, and I have Twitter. So do that for me. Love you guys.